Scoped out, there were 16 tables, and that was more tables than some of the stuff that I had. We'll do one activity today that involves some scissors, but it only takes one cut on a piece of paper, so I think I brought 8 pair of scissors, so we'll do a little swapping and that kind of stuff. Pretty easy to do in a room of this size. Let me introduce myself. I am Gilbert again. This is my website of a business that I run on the side. I am a school teacher by trade. And I hope you were able to interpret from the manual. My pitch is that y'all have this dare planner, and I understand this is your last year for this one, and then the new one comes out, which makes me happy because hopefully they'll plug me to do this again with the new one, but we'll see how that goes. I have this agency of motivational speakers, and when there's a conference, I'm kind of salesman, and I say, hey, how can I come in and help your conference? And then especially if you're a group that works in the classroom. I've been teaching public school. I just finished my 17th year. So our purpose in here, real informal conferences, breakout session, is simply to take the planner, and I'm going to tell you from 17 years of experience, hey, if I was doing this lesson with kids, this is what I would do to supplement it, to make it more fun, more engaging for the kids. Were any of you here 2 years ago when I got to present at the conference? I believe 2 years ago here in Wichita Falls. Okay. Hands up, okay? Keep your hand up if you came to my session that time. Suckers. Okay, thank you. Hands down. So, those people may or may not remember that in a couple of minutes I'm going to do a little singing. Singing also to kind of break the ice and get you back into the room after lunch, because I know that's a time when I like to sleep. But this is what we're doing in here this afternoon. Anytime you have input, we're on some page and you want to say, hey, this also worked in whatever district I work in, well, of course, that's what we're here for. I've done this for so long, teaching and public speaking. You can do all the talking, and that will not interrupt my train of thought anymore, and I'm already scatterbrained, so that's just not a problem. So do anything that you would like to do. And I have a couple of jokes that I like to tell at some certain spots, and we'll take a break about halfway through, and then I have a little video thing after that break to get everybody back in, and then we'll be right back into this. I believe I have more planned than we can get to, so some of the stuff I'll be rushing through because some of the stuff is pretty simple. Now, anytime you're talking to another group of classroom presenters, because I also talk to teachers, of course, I already understand that you may not need help with one of the lessons. Great. If you've already got a system, more power to you. I would like to come watch you in your classroom and see what you do. I would put this on your plate, though, that the situation that you have right now, where you've already got it all figured out, may not always be the case. You can find yourself working with a partner who has not developed this stuff as smoothly as you have. You could end up, because of some other situation, transferring to another district. You may have worked in one school for a long time where everything's polished and smooth and you know all the personnel there, and then suddenly have to go work at another school. Or as what happened to me, you can work in such a great variety of schools that what works in one school does not work in the other. In my background, I'm from Wichita Falls here, worked here in Wichita Falls, and for 15 of my 17 years, I've been here in Wichita Falls, and then did 2 years in Fort Worth. I've been in 5 different schools, and in Wichita Falls, if we just talk about what the paper would report, if we just talk about discipline, and if we just talk about test scores, I have been both ends of the pendulum. I have been in our district's worst elementary in those 2 criteria. And some of the activities I'm going to show you, some of those kids that you work with probably on a daily basis when they get 1 year older than I deal with them, would take the stuff and water doesn't spit on it right in your face and throw it out. That'd be about half the class. And so in that kind of school, you are recognizing, hey, I'm not going to get 100% participation here, but can I get that other half of the class to catch on to some of this? And be a little more involved. Sometimes we're working with that as well. And I'm very blessed right now. I'm on the other end of the pendulum. I'm at our district's best elementary school in terms of discipline and test scores. And everything that I'm going to show you in here, I would do before I even got this book out. Those kids are so I know we have a variety of schools represented in different counties. Take what you can and apply it in whatever school you can. Not everything will work with every school. Okay, for my first little icebreaker, I also belong in a quartet. And there's a little city, if you can call it a city, those people around here, what we call Archer City. It's a little more than a village. more than a bump in the road. There's a little place here called Archer City, 20 miles away, and they have a little opry that they put on about 6-7 times a year. And I'm in this quartet called Cedar Creek, and we go perform at that opry, and that opry's been going on about 11 years. So if you're ever passing through, hope you stop in to see that. So since I like to sing so much, I incorporate that into some of my stuff, and I want to sing to you a little intro song about working with kids. When you work with kids, in my opinion, then you have the right, when they're not around, to make fun of them a little bit behind their back. And that's what we want to do right here. Now there's a musical interlude in the middle of this song, and I'm going to see during that musical interlude if you can spot who the original artist was of this song and what the original title was and all that. If country's not your thing, then you're not going to know. Maybe. Thank you. That may be the most applause I've ever gotten in my life. It says,